Hello, Marcus Lim here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Batman Year One, the deluxe edition. Now, this is the 2017 edition. There've been a couple of hardcover editions before, but this is the latest one, the deluxe edition. And I have to say, every time DC releases a new edition, I feel compelled to get it, and I guess that's why they keep producing these editions for people like me. But this is Batman Year One. Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli, Richard Lewis, and over at the back we've got some blurbs from places like Miami Herald. This is one book that deserves mention in the same breath as Watchmen or The Dark Knight Returns. Okay. And also from IGN, it's not only one of the most important comics ever written, it's also among the best, right? And it's originally published over 4 issues in the monthly Batman series back in the 1980s. Actually came out just a little bit after Frank Miller's other famous work, Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Okay? So this is the deluxe edition. And I have to say at this point that there was actually a 2012 deluxe edition as well, but I actually didn't get that one, even though I say I get all the deluxe editions that DC produces of Batman Year One, just because that edition received quite a bit of a backlash from people due to the fact that it was simply upscaling the artwork from a prior edition, which was the 2005 edition. Right, so all the 2012 edition did was to upscale the artwork from this smaller size hardcover edition in 2005. And to add to that, right, they also kind of printed them on like slick pages, unlike the matte pages that you see here, which is what it should be, right? And that's why the 2012 deluxe edition got a bit of a backlash from fans and even from David Mazzucchelli himself. So that's just good to know. But this particular edition, it's fixed all those problems, right? It's actually not just upscaling the artwork to the deluxe edition size, right? it's actually restored the art from the remastered version found in the Absolute Edition. And the Absolute Edition, let me just quickly show you, right, it's this beauty over here, right? It's got 2 books. So book 1 is the one with the remastered, recolored edition. So you can see it's kind of bigger than the deluxe, okay? So this particular edition is simply a reduced version of this, which is okay, right? So it's okay to go down, but upscaling is a problem. So let's have a look at this one, and you can see if I remove the jacket, that's the jacket, which I will leave aside. You can see that essentially inside it's exactly the same as its bigger Absolute Edition bigger brother, right? Exactly the same, right? So that's really what it is, I would have to say. It's pretty much just the Absolute Edition, but in a size that is, I guess, more portable if you want to like bring it around. Right, it's got an introduction by Frank Miller and Dennis O'Neil. Right, and then we've got the actual 4 issues, and this time it's not printed on slick glossy paper, but on a more matte stock, which is what it should be. Okay, and then at the end we've got illustrated afterwards by the artist David Mazzucchelli. Okay, and all these extras as well. Okay, good touch. Yeah, and kind of like a breakdown of the script and pencil layouts, right, of one of the issues, of the in the one of the issues in the 4 issues miniseries. Right, so yeah, not too much different from what we had before with the in the Absolute Edition, but I guess this one doesn't have the pencil layouts at the end. Actually, let me just check, because there was a volume 2 of the Absolute Edition which might actually have the yeah, so I think it's maybe more from the volume 2 of the Absolute Edition, right? So maybe what they've done, right, in this one is to have the cut down remastered version of the Absolute Book 1, and also some of the extras as well from Absolute Edition Book 2, all in one smaller package, right? So yeah, so that's really what I wanted to show you about this 2017 edition of Batman Year One. So let me just put them all side by side, just so you can see the size comparison, right, from the 2005 edition. You can see it's slightly smaller than the Deluxe, and the Deluxe is again slightly smaller than the Absolute, right? So I'd say this is actually the perfect size, right? It's not too small, but it's not like too big, right? It's just the perfect size to carry around. And so, if you haven't yet got a copy of Batman Year One in a collected form, and if you're not willing to shell out, a lot of money for the Absolute Edition, so this is probably the best edition to get at this point. I'm sure at some stage DC will release more editions, but for now, I'd say this is the best one to get for Batman fans out there. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.